Hi, we're Sarah and Zane. We're traveling around Australia in our self-converted sprinter van, Odie. After breaking down in Pambula, we got back on the road and headed to Melbourne, where we boarded the Spirit of Tasmania. This ferry took us on a 10-hour trip across the Bass Strait to what is known as Australia's most van-friendly state. We arrived and hit the ground running. Top of the list? Climb Tasmania's iconic wilderness destination. We woke up early and drove to the visitor center, where we then caught a bus to the trailhead. So we are here at Cradle Mountain National Park. Today we've made a plan to hike to the summit.
Not super great weather.
Not great weather.
And there's 50% chance of rain, which means we'll make it part of the way and we'll have to recalibrate and see what it's doing and then either go up to the summit or turn back. But we're hoping that this cloud lifts and that we'll be able to summit it. We have 7 hours to make it there and back because the last bus leaves at 5:30. It is currently 10:28. So
Says it takes 8 hours to do the trip, but that's taking the longer walk. We have planned to do a cliff scramble. Cliff's probably the wrong word. A steep scramble with chains.
It's like 700 meters
of track
with a really steep elevation that we talked to the guide about, and he sort of sussed us out a bit.
Behind us is Dove Lake. Our plan is to follow this track around the lake. Once we get to somewhere in there, we should find a track that takes us up to that peak. I'm not sure if that's the peak or if it's actually further up into that cloud. That will be Marianne's Lookout. That's our first port of call. Once we get there, we can follow the track around the mountain to a hut, kitchen hut. So
it's emergency shelter, which hopefully will not be there for that purpose. Yeah.
Cradle Mountain is currently that
ensconced in a cloud.
Rock. You can't see a thing.
Ensconced. Do you like that? To the right is the secret path. Not so secret, it has a signpost, but it's steep and it cuts right on up to Marianne's Lookout rather than going the long way. Yeah, true. We are about 30 minutes into the hike and I just took off my beanie because it's getting quite warm and I've realized that I've left my hair tie back at the van.
It is worse than it sounds.
I do not have a hair tie. That is really bad.
It is bad.
We're about 10 minutes away from our first checkpoint and we are quite literally in a cloud right now.
So you can get a better view of the mist from here.
Incredible view, I'm speechless.
Sarah's walked away for approximately 60 seconds and already I can't see her. It's amazing how quickly you start to feel alone. Like you're the only person on this entire mountain. The fog is just very isolating. Quite beautiful. Those are our friends down there.
This trail is crazy. It is literally just follow the pole across scrambling rocks. You just gotta rock climb and look for the next pole and make your way there. Also, how good does my hair look? I've tucked it up. It is so windy. I can't deal with no hairband. I can't. So this is the rock. This is the look we're rocking.
You gotta use your hands to crawl over the rocks. That's like a game of keep your hands warmish. I don't know, it's like, I don't know what to make of it, mainly because I can't see anything.
This is so great and terrifying at the same time.
What the
Yeah, it's around there.
expletive? I probably should go this way.
We made it quite a ways, and we found this little nook which is out of the wind. It's actually quite nice. We might build a summer home here. But that is the summit of Cradle Mountain. That ominous mass that you can see. Ay, ay, ay.
We made it to the summit!
Hey!
Woo!
Check out the view.
360 degrees of stunning serenity.
So sad. I mean, we knew what we were getting when we started. That's no lie. But and it's still very cool to be able to say that we summited Cradle Mountain. I would really like to come back where we can actually see something. That'd be nice.
Probably the first peak I've ever been on where we're solitary. Right at the beginning of the climb, maybe an hour ago, we saw 3 people coming down the mountain. Those are the last people we've seen. Really cool to be.
Yeah, can you believe no one's climbing a mountain on a day like this? Crazy!
Why is no one here? This is amazing.
It is really cool, and when the mist disappears for like a second or so, you just get this amazing glimpse, which also makes it kind of a treat.
Yeah.
Instead of just being spoiled with views all the whole time.
Yeah.
But I've loved this hike. I think it is the most challenging hike I've ever done. As basically from the hut to the summit is just scrambling over rocks, and sometimes that is incredibly steep / really sort of not dicey. There are footholds everywhere, but it definitely is a challenge.
Most technically challenging hike I've ever done.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
since we haven't had the view, we've been admiring rocks and moss.
I've been admiring you.
Sarah's been touching. That was very sweet. At times Sarah has said, wow, this plant is so cool.
I know, I don't like plants all that much, but there are some impressive plants going on around here.
I'm gonna zoom in just so you guys can actually tell that we were really here.
And here's my hand.
That's my hand.
And my hand. It finally cleared!
Best view we've had all day. We're like at the bottom, at the foot of the mountain.
Yeah, we're at the foot of the mountain. It has finally cleared, and the mist is finally high enough for us to get a good view.
Something, anything.
Anything.
We are here at Turner's Beach Berry Patch. Gonna pick some strawberries and blackberries. I'm gonna go all blackberries.
Spiderwebs everywhere.
Tickle these berries. Yeah, they're all too stiff. None of those berries are ready to go. Cool, he's ready. How's that berry?
Wrong.
Alone with my berries. Tell me what you got.
Look at my berry. So we had a little competition while we were picking to find the ultimate strawberry.
We're going to talk a little bit about what we look for in strawberry. Now, I think first and obviously, you want to look for something that's red. So that's a good start. Like, you don't want heaps of white spots like that. If you see little white spots, anything more than this, or even as much as this one, probably should move along.
I'm surprised you picked that one.
And the reason you should move along is not just because it has a little bit of white spot, and not because it's going to be a bad strawberry, but because it's going to taste similar to a strawberry that you could just get in the supermarket. And if you're picking strawberries, you're here for the ones that are much more vibrant in flavor than that.
Well, for me, is that you have now robbed that strawberry of its potential to become everything that it was meant to be. Premature picking. Serious, people don't do it.
Second thing is, I don't know, you want a good shape. which is that conical shape. There's lots of cool ones that look like this.
Oh, you're calling them cool.
They start to take on like a tomato shape or like
Diversity is important.
a broken, a gnome, almost like a garden gnome shape.
Squashed face.
Squashed face strawberries. The reason I avoid squashed strawberry weird folds is you never know what's hiding in that fold.
True, yeah.
And last thing, once you've got a really good strawberry like this one, the red, you'll notice, starts going all the way to the top. That's when you know you're starting to get a good strawberry. You'll want to put your fingers on it and give it a good little squeeze. Very gently. This one is a bit past its point. You can feel the strawberry giving away underneath that light squeeze. What that means is it's going to...
Didn't realise you were this much of a strawberry connoisseur.
Oh, a snob. The flavor is going to go from bright to become a little bit dull. That's what over-ripening is the flavor goes a little bit dull. It's still delicious, but it's not supreme.
That concludes your strawberry lesson for today, kids.
And now we're ready to show you my best strawberry.
Oh.
So this strawberry, from our discussion, needs no introduction, but I will point out the redness goes all the way to the top. It is waxy still at the very top of it, and the shape is perfect. The size is not undersized or oversized. It means you're going to get a bright, fresh flavor. And once I pull the stem, we will get something like this, which is my second best strawberry.
Oy.
A clean hole in the middle. And that means that you can see there's no bugs, there's no nothing. It is pure strawberry heaven.
This is the best one that I got.